Guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Jess and Sunday Jess, and today it's looking a little dark because it's a little stormy outside, but it's gonna be a great video. I'm super excited. I got my really fun pants on, so it's gonna be a fun video. No, so I've had you guys ask me so many questions over the last almost 2 years of me making YouTube videos. Can you believe it's been 2 years? And also I've made 113 videos. That's so many. So, if you're looking for other mission advice, I've got 113 other videos that you can check out. They'll be linked up here on this little info bar, and then also you can check out my entire channel. But today I wanted to go through and answer your most asked questions, both to me and then also over on the Facebook page. Many are called, but few are sisters. If you're getting ready to go on a mission, this is an amazing resource to be able to go on, find people who either have served in your mission or find people who are also going to your mission with you. It's a really cool resource, and I definitely encourage you to go check it out. But it is a place where people post a ton of questions, and I thought it'd be a great idea to make a video so all those questions, well, quite a bit of them, a majority of those questions can be answered all in one place here on my channel. So here is your most asked questions about the mission. Alright, this first question I thought was hilarious. I saw it on the Facebook page a few months back, and a girl asked, what do I do when I am too full at dinner in the mission and I don't want to be rude and but I literally can't eat anymore of what's on the plate. So, story of my mission. So I served in South America. I don't know where this girl was going. Members can give you a lot of food, and a lot of times they're accustomed to giving elders dinner, and they're not prepared for how small sister missionaries are and how small our stomachs are. And also, if you're a sister missionary and you know you're wanting to lose weight or you're worried about gaining weight, it's important to basically just let members know, that you don't eat a whole lot. That was something that I did that a lot of my companions thought was really rude, but for me, I thought it's way more rude for them to make the food and then for me to not be able to eat it, whereas beforehand I would just kind of jokingly tell them hey, I don't eat a whole lot. I used to joke, they would call me a little bird, and hey, I have the stomach the size of a bird, I don't eat hardly anything, so you don't have to make big portions for us, I don't eat that much. Or, if you get into a situation where you weren't able to tell a member beforehand, it's important just to reassure them, hey, look, I literally cannot eat anymore, and as missionaries, we go out and walk all day long, because at lunchtime you still have a whole day of proselyting ahead, a whole another 8-9 hours of walking, and you can get physically sick. So that's what I would tell members. I would tell them, hey, look, I'm literally gonna get sick if I eat anymore. I cannot put any more food in my stomach. And just be honest with them and kind of make a little bit of a joke about it, and 99% of the time they will not be offended. They will totally understand. So that is my advice on that. Alright, the second one was how to deal with periods and garments. Really fun topic. So basically, having white underwear on your period is really difficult, and I've talked about this a little bit on my channel, but when you're a missionary, it's really hard because you only have so many pairs of garments, and as I mentioned in last week's video, you don't always do your own laundry, so you don't want somebody else looking at your dirty period underwear. That's kind of gross, but there are a few tips that you can look up online. I'm not an exact pro about it. What I would do is when I was sleeping as a missionary, because you want to have your garments on 24/7 as a missionary, as much as possible. The only time I didn't wear mine is when I was working out because I would sweat so much. I don't want to ruin my garments. But other than that, wear your garments as much as possible as a missionary, especially when you're sleeping and even when you are on your period, as difficult as it is. So when I was sleeping, I used to wear just a pair of normal underwear, so, cute girly underwear, that was just normal underwear. I would, either put a pad in there or have tampon, whatever, and then put that underwear and then put my garments over it. It sounds super weird, and if you're not an endowed person, it sounds super weird. But yeah, that's what I would do. Even when it was hot in the summertime, I hated it, but it was that way then I didn't ruin my garments when I was sleeping, because that is the easiest time to ruin them, since you are laying down and asleep for 8 hours. When you're out and about, just basically take a day's worth of tampons and pads with you, because you don't always get to come home back to your apartment. It's always possible. If you have an accident, you're allowed to go home and take care of that. So don't stress about it too much. If you do need to wash a stain out of your garments, hot water is the best. It seems counterintuitive, and put some soap in there and you can get most stains out. Also, taking a Tide pen is a fantastic little tip that I definitely recommend, that can get stains out of any clothes, any color, will not bleach any colors, and it's great for getting stuff out of garments. So, alright, should I buy new scriptures for the mission? Yes, talked about this too on my channel, I have entire videos about it. bring new scriptures for your mission. You probably have like seminary scriptures, but get a new set that's in your mission language. You can bring your old set, like say like for me, I was speaking in Spanish. I brought my English set of scriptures with me, a quad. I also bought a set of Spanish scriptures, a triple combination, and a Bible. I definitely recommend not getting the small little scriptures because, you know, you're giving your scriptures to other people to read, and a lot of times people can't read that really small font. So definitely recommend that. Also, somebody asked about scripture cases, and I do think this is another essential. I put my scriptures in my bag, and so I didn't like have like those scripture cases that were like a bag itself. A lot of times I would like make a scripture case, like a little sleeve out of like an old t-shirt or something, because they get really dirty and really gross. Also, as missionaries in South America, we get the scripture cases that are kind of like this. It's like a foam, cool like patterned print that's Peruvian and whatnot. You can get those all over in South America if you're going there. Other than that, like I definitely recommend these like fitted scripture cases, or you can get the ones that have the handle, but they're just a little bit bulkier, so that is what I would tell you to do. Okay, and sticking with books, somebody asked if it's important to bring like an English Preach My Gospel and English scriptures and other English books if you're speaking another language on your mission. Definitely yes. Like I said, I brought my English scriptures as well. I had an English Preach My Gospel mini. Always bring mini everything, like the smallest of something you can bring. I know I just said scriptures, try not to get the quads, but everything else that just you're going to be reading, I definitely recommend mini, because you are going to have to haul it around in your suitcase for 18 to 24 months, depending if you're a sister or an elder. And so many things are great. And then get your missionary library in English, gotta Preach My Gospel in English. You'll also have like stuff in Spanish too, because it's important to also have in Spanish, but I definitely recommend you having it in your native language, because it's important to learn and study the gospel in your native language first so you fully comprehend it and you get more out of your study time, and it's a little less strenuous on your mind when you're studying for 2 to 3 hours a day as a missionary. Someone in this Facebook group said that, you know, hey, I've heard that missionaries just use shoulder bags in the MTC, but as soon as they get out into the field, they start using a backpack. So it is actually against the rules to use backpacks. That was a change in missionary rules, I don't know, like probably 10 years ago maybe, because backpacks can cause like back pain, and then also like you carry a bunch of unnecessary stuff, and then they also are a little bit dangerous to have. They're really easy to get pickpocketed, and it just looks like you have a lot of like really valuable stuff. Also, like a shoulder bag makes you look a little bit more professional. It makes you look a little bit less touristy. I would definitely not recommend taking a backpack unless that's like you've specifically heard from a missionary that served in your mission that, hey, everyone wears backpacks. Definitely just take a shoulder bag. That's the rule for like all missionaries in general. So. Alright, packing cubes. These are essential. Wish I had brought these. I didn't even think about packing cubes. This would have been great to like store things like seasonally, like when I wasn't using my winter coat, or where to store my extra set of sheets and things like that, or like to put your pillow in when you are doing transfers. Oh my gosh. You might not always have vacuums wherever you're going on your mission, so don't necessarily plan on that, but still, even if you just sit on a space bag, you can get a lot of air and save a lot of space just by doing that. Okay, someone asked if they would receive an email from your mission president before you leave on the mission. So this is not always true. I didn't receive an email from my mission president beforehand, so it just depends on your mission president. It's not good, it's not bad. If you do or do not receive one, it's whatever, so don't stress out about that either. Fitbits. Do not bring Fitbits. They are definitely not allowed. Nail polish. I see girls all the time, and I totally remember being there thinking that like, oh my gosh, you know, the mission rulebook says all these things that I can't do, and like, I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't wear colored nail polish, I can't have like colorful suitcases, nothing. Like, no, just because you're such a missionary doesn't mean all the color is being sucked out of your life. So nail polish is totally fine. Wear freaking neon orange nail polish if you want to. No one's gonna care. I was in a very strict mission too. I want to just emphasize that. My mission president had us keep all of the mission rules like to a T, and then also he had additional rules that we had to keep as well that were like beyond the white handbook. So like I served in a very strict mission, and I'm telling you guys from my experience, so like I definitely say one of my missions is probably one of the strictest in the whole world, because I talk to other missionaries now and they're like, wow, you had to do that? So don't worry about your nail polish though. It doesn't matter what color or the length of your nails, no one cares. Hair extensions. I saw a couple girls ask if hair extensions were acceptable in mission. Yeah, you do you. I mean, if it's gonna take you like 6 hours to do your hair, probably don't bring your hair extensions. Honestly, like, you know, for one, no one's gonna know. Your mission president is gonna be like up in your hair being like,
oh, I see you have hair extensions, sister. We're gonna send you home.
No. So yeah, hair extensions, go for it. Like, another girl asked about eyelash extensions, and she said that like, hey, I do my own eyelash extensions. Would this be okay? Like, if I still did them in mission? Yeah, girl, if you can do them in your like quote unquote free time that you have as a missionary, like either on your P day or, you know, in the morning, because you do have quite a bit of time to get ready as a missionary. You have like almost 2 hours to get ready in the morning, like to work out, eat breakfast, and get fully ready. So yeah, I mean, you could do eyelash extensions if you wanted to. Once again, your mission president is going to come looking up in your eyelashes being like, those are fake. You can't do that. Another girl asked if she could have a colorful water bottle and luggage. Yes, no one cares. I totally remember being in the boat thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, everyone else has to have like plain black everything. No, it's like better actually the more colorful your stuff is, like especially your luggage. You get into the mission home and oh my gosh, everybody else's luggage is there and there's like a ton of black luggage. I mean, if you want colorful luggage, go for it, girl. It does not matter. And when it comes to your water bottle, heck, I had a water bottle with like a unicorn on it, so you can pretty much bring whatever you want when it comes to that stuff. No one's gonna care. Someone also asked about how much luggage. So you are allowed 2 checked bags, 2 50-pound checked bags. When you are a missionary, the church pays for both of those, and then you're allowed a carry-on suitcase and then one other like personal item. So that could be your, you know, your shoulder bag, or if you do have a backpack, because I also brought a backpack and a shoulder bag. Backpacks are also really great for splits when you go with a different companion for like 1 or 2 days as a missionary. It's great because you have to bring stuff overnight, but you don't want to bring a whole suitcase. So backpacks are also great for that. So that's what you're allowed to have on the plane. I packed way too much when I left on my mission, and I got to the airport that morning with my parents and everybody to say goodbye, and my bag seriously weighed like 70 pounds. So to me, I had a lot of stuff in there that I felt like I had to bring, and I was really happy that I did bring that extra weight because of the stuff that I used. And so I personally paid the difference for the overweight bag. And so you can do that if you want to. It's totally allowed, like it's not a big deal, but you do pay for that out of your own personal funds, so just be aware of that as well. Temple clothes. Someone asked if they should bring a temple clothes or a temple packet, and I would definitely say no. When you go to the temple as a missionary, you are allowed to rent clothes for free, and they have everything that you need all the way down to the slip that goes under your temple dress and your socks and your shoes. So don't worry about bringing any sort of temple clothes or packets or anything like that. Going back to a little bit of like the personal hygiene stuff, a girl asked about makeup, and I've seen so many girls post pictures on that Facebook group being like, this is my kind of everyday makeup. Is this too much? Is my eyeliner too thick? Like, am I wearing too much foundation or blush? Like, it does not matter. Like I said, I served in a really like quote unquote strict mission. My mission president's wife was like totally normal. She wore not like lots of makeup, but she wore like an average amount of makeup. And like the makeup that I am wearing today, if you guys can see, like I have full foundation on, I have blush, highlighter, eyeshadow, eyeliner. Like this would be totally normal as a missionary. I used to wear kind of bright lip colors as a missionary sometimes. You do start to relax a lot more when you're a sister missionary. I a lot of times would just wear like a loose powder on my face and then do my eyebrows and put some mascara on, and that to me was like good. You start to realize that what you look like isn't such a big deal as a sister missionary, and it's a really nice time. And most of the time you sweat off all your makeup by the end of the day anyways. So don't bring like a ton of makeup because your standards for your makeup will start to relax a lot more, but you can totally have fun. Like you could wear fun eyeshadows. I mean, probably don't go walking around wearing like bright blue eyeshadow. That's a little intense, but you know, you can definitely do some like nice natural colors like this. You could also do some fun colors, I'm sure, get some like oranges in there, but I mean, as long as it's not just like, boom, I'm a rainbow on my face. So also lip color, like I said, I would wear like dark purple lip colors, dark reds, things like that. You can wear fun bright pinks. There were other sister missionaries that would do that too in my mission. So don't stress out about your makeup. It's not as big a deal as you think it is. And finally, to finish up, leggings. Someone asked if they were allowed to wear leggings. I've touched on this a little bit. You are not allowed to wear leggings outside of your apartment. You can totally wear them in your apartment when you're working out or at night. You can wear them as pajamas. You can do whatever. I did all of the above and I was totally fine. But yeah, as far as like wearing them out and about, like even if you're going out and exercising, where you're like in public, definitely don't probably do that. Or don't wear them on P day either. So, I mean, you can bring a pair, but you'll only be wearing them inside. And last but not least, someone asked about their nightly schedule. A girl was freaking out because doesn't normally shower in the mornings and she didn't want to start showering in the mornings. You can shower whenever you want as a missionary. I'm a night shower personally, and it was really nice because most of my companions showered in the morning, so it's kind of nice when you guys can split up that bathroom time and someone showers in the morning, someone showers at night. But honestly, if you both want to do it in the morning or both want to do it at night, it's not a big deal. You have plenty of time. Don't stress. You're gonna have plenty of time to shower. And so, yeah, basically, the whole moral of this video is to not stress. And whatever you're thinking is a big deal, it's probably not that big of a deal. And if you guys have questions I didn't answer, you can leave the questions in the comment box down below. If you have advice on something, you can also leave that. I would love that. Make a great little discussion going on in the comments. If you guys have questions and you want to find people that are specifically going to your mission or have been your mission, go check out the Facebook group, Many Are Called But Few Are Sisters. I'm on there, and 25,000 other sister missionaries or RMs or future sister missionaries are on there as well. So it's a great place. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy conference this coming weekend and get your spiritual tanks all full. I will be posting some fun quotes and different things like that over on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me, and subscribe down below for lots more sister missionary content, and like this video so that way I know you guys want to see more videos like this. I've had a ton of you guys be like, hey, I'm leaving the MTC in like 1 week. Can you get out like one more sister missionary video? So I live to serve, so just let me know. Alright guys, I will see you in next week's video. Bye!